Hello everyone and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. Now we're fully into harvest season. As you can see, I've skipped 1 month just to give us the best chance of doing this. Because what it means is all our barley fields, of which there are 3, 10, 15 and 3 to 5, have to be harvested today. There's no two ways about that. If we don't get them done today, they wither. Meanwhile the wheat have an extra day. I'm just looking for my trailer. Now if you remember I said to you a few episodes ago now, I was going to go and rent a harvester with a brand we don't normally use. I was trying to get you to guess which one. Did anyone guess? Did anyone get it right? We'll find out shortly because it's waiting at the store for us. I'm driving over there rather than teleport just so. Like, this is bright and early, give us the best possible shot at this. So we go straight on to fields 10 and 15. I was thinking about those fields, and I still long-term field 10 I would like to turn into a industrial area. I might sell it for now. The reason being, I was looking at options. If I sell 10 and 15, I just quickly get this in a straight line. 100 grand, 140, so 240 grand. I can buy 84. Which is a much bigger field. It's grass currently, so we'd cut the grass and then we'd harvest. Plant something on it. I think it'd be good for like red beets, nice and close to the canning factory. But as we get here, there she is. We've got that for the next however long it takes to harvest, guys. The trailed header as well, which is nice. I know the trailed header's not the same colour, but can't have it all. But yeah, this is the Rostel Mesh Torrent 770. Not got the biggest working with, but has 12,000 litre tank. Should make things a lot easier. Quite loud as well. Quite loud. Are you not going to be willing to pick that one up? There we are. Yeah, I figure we'd give this a go, because I'm sure somebody will now pull up. Oh yes, I did actually... As far as I'm aware, I've never actually had a Rostel Mash in a series on any FS games. I've used them in the past odd times, but I don't think we've ever actually owned one. You know me, I do love a good trailed header. Saves time to load them on and off. Trailers. Also in the off time, I've done a little bit tidying the I've also changed 2 of the animal pens to the bigger ones, and also so get fences in them. I didn't change the animals, I've used the same, basically I rented, and I have to have a conversation about that. I mean, it's funny, this is the second time this series I'm here to talk about overhang. Because I rented just the big Arctic animal trailer just so I didn't have to sell and rebuy the animals. Why on earth does that trailer have the wheels so far back? Bloody awful to use. I'm not joking, it's like, you Americans, you seem to love tail swing when it comes to your school buses. They've got enough to you park a vehicle and then that thing's got the wheels right at the back. It makes manoeuvring it so difficult. I see it's like around the sheep pen, it's quite tight. I will however take back what I said about the Mac and the really long chassis, because there is a short chassis option. Why anyone will buy the long chassis is beyond me, but at least there is an option. I'm gonna go back to my tractor. I'm gonna put him on this. I'm not gonna bring him over just yet because I'm pretty sure where he wants to park will be in field since we did the expansion. I'm gonna leave that like that for now. And let's just move him to a slightly better place. You know, the shops, telehandlers nicely sat there. Nice one folder, which will get going. No, that's gonna be for the header initially. Also, I was thinking we're gonna need to re-rent the stone factory, aren't we? There's a little building project of a barn on the farm. I totally forgot about it. But we might as well do it. So I'm going to need the stone factory. We're going to take some wood and that up. They're honestly up to a drop. So the plan is with these two fields, I'm going to harvest them. I'll bale the straw off them, and then we'll just sell them. I say we'll buy field 84. That'll give us a nice field to harvest. Okay, we can do a grass cut off it for silage, hay, just grass, everything we want basically. And then what we'll be left with is that massive field. Which I reckon if I put sugar beets on it, or red beets, or carrots, or you know the drill. And what we'll get as a result is all the beets planted here, chuck them on the ferry, canning factory. So yeah, so I'm going to get into this, I'll try and get this going. Once we've done these two fields, we'll then move things along. I'll probably do the baling this afternoon, I'll get the AI to harvest that big field. We can bale these two. I'll get on now, see you all shortly. Well, the rain shower in the middle of that was not what I was expecting. Yeah, typical innit, we got such a busy day planned and the game decides we need to spend 2 hours sat around doing nothing. Luckily, crop moisture isn't really a thing, so... Wow, that would be awesome, but... No, not needed in this venture. So I meant to mention, I've got the Plains and Prairies DLC installed on this save. I still haven't done precision farming for reasons I've outlined before. But Plains and Prairies is in, so we might see some of that equipment come through. You know, there's the big forts, there's one or two bits and pieces. There's quite a few bits and pieces. None of it's really, unless we get something like that. The LT would be nice, isn't bad money. Yeah, so that's now installed and working away. Then precision farming I will install once I know they fixed it a little bit. Anyway, obviously 100% yield on these fields, full harvest, and so we're doing quite well on the mount. I'm gonna get the all to our silo first, we can see what we make. Then my plan is, so much of it is gonna go into that chicken barn, and then we can finish that by buying however many chickens we decide we want to own. I think it'll be a few hundred because I want egg production to be fairly fast. And the train tracks. Right. The railways ain't gonna like me. Yeah, probably a few hundred towards 1,000 chickens depending on money and that. And the rest of it obviously gets fed into our flour mill, or into the grain mill. Now, I have a bit of a dilemma here because I've since learned through other games. You can then feed the flour to the canning factory, which you then mix with eggs and make noodle soup. That sells for big money. But I think we'd be looking at like waiting an extra year, and I'm not sure I want to do that, so it might just be a case of store and sell the flour again. Obviously we have the hanger over here we can store pallets in. But that should give us, as I'm hoping for like a bit of a bumper haul this year. Obviously, this is the first year where we've literally only done cereal crops. Then next year I plan to bring at least one root crop field back in. Possibly a couple, just because it's like, if you're going to do one, you may as well do one of each type. We know that the canning factory has quite a limited capacity, so you only do one, at least then you're only stuck to that one type, whereas we can do all three types. This is the first field, obviously, I'm going to do the other field over there first, as well, then we're going to bale it. And these fields are going to get sold. I'll probably buy them again later, like I say, when I want to do the industrial park idea. Right, so I need to sit in this thing now, because if I don't, he'll stop. It's one of the silly way that this drive system works. Total accident that the weight matches a trailer, but I do like that combination. And as men do, I do love a bit of purple. I don't know if this will put him full enough to want to go and unload. If it doesn't, then I can just add the barley from the other field. He's 85%, he doesn't unload, that's probably not looking at this. Oh, maybe. That's like 20,000 litres off this little field, which really isn't that bad. I don't know where these go. Looks like it might be. Now what I need to do is this to field 15? Then I'm going to bother following the head up, just go with the railway tracks. Hang on. Ah yeah, he's going to. Let's give him that, then he knows when he gets back. I hate that. Oh, he's done it. So yep, field 2, much the same as field 1, I would hope. Come on. That's what annoys me, because if I could cut all three of these fields together into one, by field 11 up there, I'd be tempted to keep them all, but obviously the railway company might object to me doing that. Oh god, the AI is about to get stuck in the train. I'm just keeping an eye, make sure like the barrier doesn't like lift the tractor off the road or something stupid. Oh no, he's will manage it. Why he's going that way, I don't know, but we've said before, the AI takes some weird paths. Not bad, it's what annoys me is like, this is taking on my land, I'm pretty sure. I just wish it was, I suppose it's usable, but not really big enough for anything too useful. I do like this house. It's not, I say it's not the absolute biggest harvest you can probably get. The working width probably isn't the biggest. But the large tank capacity I like. It means I'm not worried while he's off. Taking a really scenic route. Where the frick is he? Not appearing on the map. Is he not on the map? That is kind of worrying. Oh no, for some reason he's just not appearing. SDF small frame. Well, the shop is currently closed. I believe that's the same group as a Lamborghini. It's a mod for like a smaller Lamborghini tractor. Well, I'm not against buying more tractors right now. I don't feel that we need. They were quite good. And that grass field would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I do like the piece. He's getting his way through it all. I don't know, they call it RSM, I put RTM on the plate. Oops. And those screens, I mean, some of it works, you can see the speed of that works, but it'd be nice if they actually relayed information about what was going on. I thought that was him over there, but no, it's just the roof of the cow barn. Once again, the yield's good, but then again, all our fields are well looked after, so that's oh, there he is. Surprised we came from the direction. Didn't you had that one until the second guy hit go? I don't mind Bobby to be on the inside there, because I'll pick that up with the downward line. Okay, once I've done these two, I've done this one, I will set the ag with the big field in the yard, and we'll come back here with the baler. Might as well have the straw, even though we don't overly need it, we've got like a lot. Hoping for more of those fly contracts. Now stuff like that's interesting, because like we can, even though I want the wheat for other things, you generally make more money that way than you would just selling it. Might be nice just for an instant payout. 19,000 litres is just like one trailer load. In fact, you know what? Why did I must have frozen down for it. 22,000 litres now. I think wheat right now will be under. Take the selling price for wheat. Not on that screen. Yeah, so you're getting more money there than you would do just straight selling it, so it's got to be worth. The first trailer load to come off those big fields, I'll send to him. Yes. Boost this round a little more, that'll do. Then we're not going to get a lot of bales off these fields either, but I'd be just leaving the store behind. Nice mod this, I could see me owning one of these. Maybe we do decide to upgrade the harvester, something like this would be really good. Or the temptation at first is to go like really big. Can't do that. The temptation is to go really big, part of me doesn't because the road network. Plus it'd be a bit like we had with that fertilizer spreader where, alright saying yeah it's great, really big one, but it was kind of too big for 90% of our fields. I ended up reducing it down to the smaller size just because it was just too awkward. Probably missed a bit there, but I'll figure that out. We're not going to get quite as much off this field as the other one, but it makes sense because I expanded the size of that first field quite dramatically. Shame, I was hoping you wouldn't harvest that, I was tempted to buy it. And there's 13 there. Only 105,000. For now, we'll keep it for now. We've got plenty to be getting on with. I guess we go to the far side just so he can get easy. You know, I'm sure you're going to be unloading during this line. I was going to talk about the trees. You know the trees I planted. I was doing some research on Reddit and I realised I made a slight mistake. The trees I planted, because I thought they were the ones that were really good for the free harvester, which they are, grow nice and straight. They take 56 months to grow. Now I checked, I planted them year 3 October. 56 months from that puts us at about beginning of year 8. Which means we're getting there, don't get me wrong. I mean, look at the timing now. But it does kind of miss the boat on me using them for the elevator museum. It's my fault. I should have done a bit more research rather than thinking, oh, because they're the ones I've they're the trees that I've often had in default in maps that I've used. So I say, nice, bit the harvester. Come on, let me move. But yeah, they are going to be ready. I'm hoping this series will last long enough that we are going to get to harvest them. Please don't get like stuck against a rock or something. Oh, pretty well done that actually. Yeah, I thought it's little. If we were a smaller farm, I'd be tempted by something like that just because it's cheap, but no, it offers nothing for us. That it'll be involved. That's eventually just how much barley. We've done 3 fields of barley and then I think it's 4 of wheat this year. And next year there's going to be at least, I reckon, a couple of root crops went into the mix. In theory, 2 completely full tanks will overload them because that's 56%. Obviously, we do have the bigger Fortuna trade if needs be, but I wanted to give that one a try. Since we bought it, I bought it on a whim because I like that trailer. Plus, that trailer's handy because it's lower sides, so that works better with the Massey. Although I was thinking about it during the first time lapse, and I'm tempted actually to sell the Massey. And we either buy a harvester cheap on sale or something, or you think harvesters what? Harvester ahead that will cost you $500,000. Often $500,000 quid easy. My thoughts are you just rent, because renting, I mean, this has cost me about 22 grand to rent, and then each day's an additional little bit more. It's a lot cheaper than buying. You're going to get a lot of harvests before you've spent what a harvester costs. Plus we'll get the advantage that we'll be able to go, I mean, there's all these different ones. You see I have a lot of mods. We'll have to try all kinds of different brands, different sizes. We might find something we really like. Stick to it and buy one. But yeah, my thought is that the Massey is a great harvester, it's done us really proud, but I don't think it's right for this farm anymore. Probably it's not worth a lot because it's ours, but still, I think we're getting moved on to the sell point. Like I say, even if we end up renting for the next 2 or 3 harvests, then you never know. We get a good deal in a second-hand class or something. That'll work fine by me. Game the rent to own mod isn't a thing anymore, so I quite happily, like, for a couple of days or something like this, and then buy it at a discounted rate with the hours I put on it already on it. But even if the game, because for some reason the game does this in multiplayer but not in single player. If you rent a vehicle multiplayer, your shop, it usually ends up in the used vehicle section. And I don't get why the game doesn't do that in single player. I say it'd be a great way to, like, obviously you get the wear and tear discount because it won't be a new machine. You've had a chance to thoroughly test it first. But one of the many things this game does that I don't fully understand. Let's say there's the financing option. We have got the financing option as well. I mean, financing a harvest is still going to be expensive. Even over a couple of years, you're talking a lot of money. Right now, do I put it back to trailer? I probably should be going to work more than just next door, aren't I? That's these 2 fields harvested, so like I said, we'll nip back up here with the baler. Then we're not going to mow that field today. Might do it tomorrow, see how well things do. Here he comes. I see it's actually sort of working. Sometimes you can have real trouble figuring out exactly where. I'm going to turn that back in for now at 6. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, you can have a lot. You know what I might just do is, I've got to remember, it's back one. I set this guy to fill 3. I'll send him to go and unload first. I set this guy to fill 3. And then you go past. I'm in particular about where he picks this up from, innit? That. Okay, I didn't see that. Fucking idiot. Well, the indicators are quite faint, even though there's 2 of them. He's just beelining his way back. Fucking hell, I've actually employed Chris. Where on earth is he? Oh, I don't even want to know. Don't even want to know. I'm going to set this guy up as an AI on this so we can go and do the other jobs. Where did you pick that up as his? I'm going to be in his way now. Obviously because I'm doing it, his values. Good old cosplay. Settings won't be right because this guy's never been used before. Although it's rain starting again, it's just the leaves. If you're doing that, I'm going to need to move that baler man. Well, I'm going to need the baler anyway, so I may as well. I've decided I'm going to force myself into the situation we are going to sell the Massey harvester. We'll take it to the shop, then we can repair it and everything and get the most money possible back for it. I do need this guy, so I might as well take this guy over to the fields. What bill size we said to? 220s? Yeah. There's the chicken barn ready for when they finally arrive, which should hopefully be a couple of days. Obviously, I need another tanker as well because the milk's building up. Okay, I reckon the harvest is going to get stuck on something, so I'll go and deal with that. Hey. Still got. I'll leave this guy back here. Yep, he's for some reason. I don't want driving the crop because you know I've got crop destruction on, so if I do that, I'm going to start destroying shit. I get as close as possible here, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Where do I go back over there? Hey, the wool production's doing well, isn't it? Oof, that was close. Right, so anyway, so like I say, we're gonna... Wow, this combine's loud. Combine's obviously just loud and I've just never noticed before. This guy with nearly 100 hours on the clock. I just don't think we need it anymore. The route that that steyer's taking is infuriating me, but I'm gonna leave it to it. Right, so I'll get this sold and then I'll get the baling done. I shall see you all on the other side. Well, that's the baling done, folks. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to reset the bale counter, but luckily the trailer when we pick up will show us how many were on it. Those who look to be getting on pretty well with things. And yeah, things are running nicely. So, you know, I've changed the way I do things. I used to leave times 6 all the time. I'm actually trying to set times 10, just so you guys see more of the day. I think with times 6 is we were done every day by like 12. Oh, sorry. You know, let's get a lot further on with the day. Now, it means that probably next episode's going to go into the night. So I need to get that barley harvested. Might as well just get as far on with the wheat as we can. But I'm going to collect these first. B. I knew it was B, but for some reason I pressed no. When it does that. And actually make it look like realistic, like they're actually on the trailer, not just... Obviously the store's just something we're keeping. I'll check how the TMR mix is doing. I might try and put some into it, but... see what it doesn't take. Just get stored until we either have a contract or we have some need for it. I could get a straw blower and start putting it down in the animal pen, but never felt the need. I don't particularly need manure. Made me realise I bet the TMR mixes either that stuff or no, it's just full. It's good. Right, mineral fitness silage are both full now. We definitely have silage in stock. Oh, that 15 bales, not bad. So then we're going to sell these 2 fields. Actually, we got more money for the harvest than I thought we would. We were like 60 grand. All the bits of it together. You know, it's always good. Yeah, I'll get these dropped off and then probably we're ready to call it an episode there, folks. Next time, so next will be more the same. We'll let the AI continue doing what he's doing. We need to be like, who? Who left the gate open? Probably me. You should load it, right? Well, you know, you got made there, we should be able to help you with that. Oops, that's gone in there. Wow, that's looking pretty full. Oh no, only 93. Yours by far the biggest. I don't know why with all the haze we do different amounts. It really annoys me. What did I say that was short of? Silage you could do with... And if I reset that... I may as well take some silage bales over, so bale them into here. And get out. And 6 of them. You're not going to watch like I'm not quite close enough, am I? I might try and get to pick up so much haze in there. Haze is pretty good, but I can only take like 4. There's no these silly amounts. Probably one more for good luck. Then as for straw, like 3. Lizard Magnet. Not with a Renault truck, is it? No, it's a hog wagon. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking all of these over to my mixer. The animals I don't think need any right now. Nah, they're still good. Let's say next episode basically harvest continues. We've got all the wheat fields to do. This was actually going to start today. I hope we do it with the... Well, not quite, no. Yeah, that's very nice and full of most things. Silage you can still do with... Looks like I could probably put a full trailer of silage in. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Do feel free to check out the rest of the channel where there's a lot of great stuff going on. Well, we'll do actually, think about it. Place, oh, I know what that is. Ironically, we bought it with it on, but it won't let me sell it with that on it. I bet. Yep. With those two sold, we can now... Although 500 odd means there's bigger options. I could buy. Can't quite buy that. Can buy that. Con. We'll look into it next time anyway, but thank you very much for watching. Until next time, we'll see ya. Goodbye.